Hello friends, Namaskar, welcome to Ansarkari. I am Vikas Bhardwaj. Welcome to your own channel. Today we are taking up four key factors, four key topics, or you can say concepts, but in a very simple manner, like the way you should be able to explain to a small kid. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Microorganisms, plastic polluter, volcanic eruption, and tiger. So microorganisms, very important. First of all, let's see whether it was found in ancient times or not. So we agree they were found in ancient times also. Scientific study of microorganisms in modern times, or you can say in post-medieval times, it started when they were observed for the first time under microscope. By whom? By, you know the name? Yes, you must have heard. Anton van Leeuwenhoek. Anton van Leeuwenhoek, a Dutch scientist in 1670s. And by 1850s, it was another great name. You know the name? Yes, please tell me. Louis Pasteur, a French microbiologist. He found that microorganisms can even spoil your food. They can attach themselves to the surface and even can infect people who knows better than us suffering from such a great pandemic. They can also become airborne at the surface as they are attached. So that is why sand and dust also plays important role and they are carried away by wind also. So we all agree microorganisms known in ancient times. In India we know about the curd formation and so many other practices which have been mentioned even in Ayurveda. Something more later on. So we know microorganisms have been there. But how they thrive in extreme conditions. That is another very interesting fact. And whether it is heat or cold, it is not surprising they live even in polar regions, even in the harshest desert of East Antarctica. Even with little water, below zero temperature, everywhere you can find microorganisms and windows, and even in the winters, they are living without even sunlight. And yet, just a single gram of soil can host millions and you can say many species of microorganisms, for example, bacteria. So they live, it is recently studies have found that they live using energy sources like methane, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, which is found in air and which also contains nitrogen. So they survive on different sources as I was just sharing with you, and they survive in air itself because it is so abundant in many regions including in these harshest regions that these small organisms have unlimited access to these resources. That is why these bacteria consume even atmospheric hydrogen even at temperatures as low as minus 20 degrees centigrade or Celsius. They have enough to meet all their needs. That is why when these bacteria harvest energy from hydrogen, they get water as byproduct. They are using hydrogen, they are getting water as byproduct. That is how you can say bacteria remains hydrated for a long time. And place like polar regions or polar uh, poles, they are always covered with ice where there is moisture in the air, and this moisture in the air is sucked by the cold air. So it's a phenomena. It's a phenomena. They are surviving. They are using this energy from the air itself. They don't need anything else, and that is how they survive. Guess who is the world's top plastic polluter according to the National Academy of Sciences report? Which is the country? You know that US is the leading contributor of the plastic waste. and it needs a national strategy, which is not having. They are not having a national strategy to combat the issue. So the 20th century miracle product in 21st century it has become a nemesis, not only on Earth but in the oceans also. A global scale, a global challenge is there for plastic. So US contributes how much, Can you guess? 42 million tons of plastic waste. That was studied in 2016. More than twice as much as China and more than the countries of the European Union combined, the great Americans. So US contributes more than any other country. If you talk about per person, then 130 kg. 130 kg of plastic per person, more than 8 times that of China. I'm comparing with China because we don't have any such study for India. So India is on a sustainable path. India is following SDG norms and goals in that comparison, and many state government, central government, they are coming up with so many plans and programs. See, as I told you, US 130, and see where is India? India is at the bottom, just above China, 19.9. And recycled, see how little is recycled, only 2.8. And then 5.1 is 24.5 is in the landfillings, and total is 32.4 million tons. We have to do something. So the reports and the study is there how to stop it. What should be done? There must be a national capping. Upper limit should be there. इसकी ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता. Even use materials which can be degraded or which are biodegradable. Okay. Or reduction the use of single-use plastics. There must be techniques to remove microplastics from wastewater. These are all future challenges I'm talking about. And you can say there must be also ways to stop plastic from going into oceans or water. Directly, it should not be disposed of in the oceans. That has been a great problem for us. It's a horrible issue. We must do something. If you have certain solution or suggestion, please write in the comment box. Volcanic eruption, I have already spoken about one of the volcanoes in the last of the videos. Can you remember the name and the country? Do go back and cross check. So deep down the earth surface, extremely hot, the rock starts melting into liquid, and this liquid is called magma. The magma then starts moving out through cracks, which are also called as vents, and that's how volcano or volcanic eruption takes place. This is called volcanic eruption, and the flowing of magma is called lava. Sometimes magma is light, simply pours and flows out, you can say, without causing much damage to life and property. However, when the magma is thick, it explodes violently in the air, resulting in the considerable damage. Volcanic eruptions can be really destructive. If you think about India, only one active volcano is there in India. Please go and check out the name. On the positive sides, fertile soil and valuable mineral deposits can be found, but at what cost? That is what I want to know. So see, only considered as an active volcano in the mainland Europe, it is at least Mount Vesuvius. Very important. Mount Vesuvius is the world's most dangerous volcano. In 17 AD, it erupted infamously, erasing the neighboring Roman towns of Pompeii and Herculaneum and Pompeii, and killing in the process thousands of people, and thick coats of ash preserved for the posterity. Still, if you go and Google, I'll be putting a link for the Pompeii and Herculaneum. Please do check out. Let's have some key points and basic things. What is tiger? Tiger is the largest living cat species in the world. It is a member of the genus. What is the name of the genus? Panthera. How you can differentiate tiger from the other wild cats? Tell me how. the dark vertical stripes against its yellow and white fur. Just visualize if you have not seen it. And first described scientifically only in 1758, not before that. It used to be found widely, but then since 20th century, population has lost at least 93% of its historic range and habitat has been finished. It is found mainly in Siberian temperate forests, and tropical forests of Indian subcontinent. Apart from India and Siberia, it is found in Sumatra and in Indochina region. We must, we must, because it is categorized as endangered by IUCN, endangered by IUCN. The tiger is the national animal of India. I'm sure you must be knowing that. If you have some more interesting facts about tiger from the examination perspective, do write back to me. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best for success. Do make your own notes and get back for our next video and more courses on Ansarkari.